Hi, second attempt at shaving video in English. Taking a good week off, traveling to my hometown, living at a hotel, so the acoustics might be somewhat off. Just a regular shave today. Haven't shaved since Tuesday or something. Got a new old brush, ever ready, red satin rubber, so I believe it might be a rubber set, pure badger, and it made foam like, or soap like nothing I've seen so far, so that's cool. My ever trusty travel razor, which has become through the summer, the 27 set fat handle tech, and I've put in my favorite blade, the Astra Superior Platinum, the green one, and I just splash some water on my face and get the soap going and see what we can do. Oh, okay, this was more or less too hot water. So, I don't know, I'm not the best at making the soap, but I believe it's passable. Yeah. Nice brush. Nice. So I do enjoy the tech, but I must say I'm longing for my new long comb with the bar handle. I feel that it gives me a smoother and more close shave. I feel that the tech is giving me some trouble around the chin. Maybe I should have a sharper blade than this. And the only one I know that is sharper than the Astra Platinum is feather. So I'm not sure. So one thing I also can make a note of is that I'm using the L'Occitane Cade or something. It's the last few bits of soap in it, and it smells good and it makes a quite slick soap, but what I feel is that it underperforms with the shave itself. So it feels more like the blade is tugging, and it's not as smooth as a few other soaps that I've used. but I use it occasionally due to the fact that it is the best smelling soap I have. My favorite is the Tabac soap, and it smells of men quite a bit older than me, I have to say. I've got scalding hot water for this, mainly because I didn't check the temperature soon enough. I probably would have preferred it not that hot. But I must say the brush performs admirably. It's very, yeah, it displays quite a bit. Very, very comfortable, not scratchy at all. So I'm mostly used to the boar brushes. They might get a bit more scratchy than this, but this was okay. I can live with it. So, with the grain down, now for the across the grain from right to left. I'll probably repeat that left to right as I normally do. I don't know, maybe someone has any experiences with how to get a better shape with fewer passes. But for me, 4 passes is what it takes these days, and a bit of cleanup actually. I'm not that good at stretching the skin. I feel that the soap makes the skin so slick that I'm not able to draw it out. So I'll occasionally hold on to my head as if that helps, but it doesn't. So I've read and heard about the use of blade buffing, but I'm not quite sure I get to fully grasp what that actually means. So I'm just trying to get the angle as good as I can. I'm trying not to put any pressure on. That is quite challenging. Especially I'm very, very left-handed, which makes the left side of my face okay to reach, but the right side not so much. It's difficult to see and my hand gets in the way, and so that doesn't get very obvious until I try to use a shavette or a knife, and then suddenly I'm all left-handed, and yeah, quite possibly very close to shaving off half my face. So that's a treat. Yeah. My favorite blade is disappointing me today, so it might be a dot blade, or it might just be that the combination with the tech is not suitable to my technique. So poor technique once more. So I won't stop this project until I feel that my technique is improved a lot, or my need for a winter beard has outgrown my love for shaving. And that's happened the last 2 winters. So sometime during October I just stop shaving and grow a full beard. Well, it gets what, 15, 20, 25 below Celsius during the winter where I live. So a good beard is like having a high neck sweater or a scarf on at all times, which is quite handy when it's freezing cold at all times. So we'll see how that goes this winter. This is quite good to be shaving regularly and looking like a civilized person. I feel that a beard is something to live up to, and having a beard indicates that I should be, at least a bit handy, able to use a chainsaw and stuff, and I'm not quite there yet, so I'm not quite sure I've earned my beard. Oh, hello. A few drops of water in my ears there. Good. Really nice. So if there are any viewers out there, I would love to get some feedback. Just comment, friendly or not, hints or tips as to how I can improve my technique, or maybe improve the way I film this, improve the way I do the videos, because I'm a total noob when it comes to YouTube. So I think I'm just a tad too old to have it down. Wow. So, not a particularly good shave of the 3 passes. So onwards with number 4, a bit more water for the soap, just to make a bit more slick foam here. And hopefully we'll get the worst of the stubble without cutting up our face, which I've done repeatedly lately. Small cuts and nicks almost every shave I do, so it's very clear that either I'm experimenting too much with the different blades and razors, or I just have very poor technique. I'm partial to believe that the last one is the most accurate. So but at least one good thing with this shave, the soap and the brush is really killing it. That's cool. So I know that a lot of the shave groups and stuff on Facebook that I read are basically concentrating on newer equipment. They use the Rockwell razors or similar, but I can't help it. I really do have a love for the old razors that Gillette made, and try to use them as much as I can. I've spent thousands getting them, so I say that the new style razors have quite exorbitant prices. I understand that it costs more to produce a razor today than it did in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s even. But I do believe that there are forces out there preying on the people who likes to enjoy classical wet shaving. So, but I mean, there's a lot of money out there, so each to his own. I have a few modern razors in my shave den, but I got the Mule R41. I think it's second generation, so it's not as aggressive as the first one. That's what I've understood by reading quite a lot of forums. And I got myself a Feather Popular, which was, yeah, I didn't enjoy that particularly. It was a cheap razor, of course, and but I feel that the sensation of using that razor to shave was also on the cheap side, which I don't think is necessary when we have access to millions upon millions of very nice razors from the golden era of straight or safety razors. But I still have a few razors that I'm not able to get a hold of due to the prices and access. So still looking, still hoping for that glorious barn find or something. But so far, no toggle for me. And I know that the toggle is not necessarily performs any better than the later adjustables from Gillette, but I mean, the look of it, the mechanics, it speaks to me. So I would like one, but I wouldn't want to pay the prices that are asked on eBay. And for some reason, living in Norway, the prices seem way beyond what I can see that people are getting these for on the Facebook groups and so on. So if someone says they're bought a toggle for $100, $150, it's like, yeah, I'd have to double that just to be close getting one. And then we've not even talked about shipping to Norway, which is just outside of the EU. And unless I'm buying from someone in Norway, shipping is going to kill me. If I'm buying expensive gear, tolls and customs, yeah, those are going to kill me as well. And what? So that's 25% extra. So imagine buying a razor on eBay for, let's say that I got a toggle for about $200, and just on that, when you add the 25% watt, it's suddenly quite a bit more expensive. And then shipping and handling, which is, I mean, it's blood curdling. Not sure I pronounced that correctly, but it really chills me that some places actually will sell you a razor for $25–30, and then they'll ask $50 in shipping. It doesn't cost $50 to ship a razor from the US to Norway. That's just greed. So yeah, that was my 2 cents today. Had an alright shave. Not particularly impressed with the combination of the blade and the razor. I've tried it before and I might just have had the same issues then. Only second video doing this in English, so please bear with me. I'll try to improve as we go along. And thanks for today. Please leave a comment if there's anything you'd like to say. And good weekend. Bye.